Hey guys, it's Brooks here, and today we're going to talk about the merits. Juicy merits. The thing that every competitive player are looking to get as much as he can, and the thing that piss off a lot of players when they don't have the opportunity to fight. But yeah, today we're going to talk about the merits. I'm going to give you my best advices over the merits. Now, if you're, it's not going to be video for the merits farm. If you want to do marriage farm, this is not going to be built for your Eliana or Garwood. How to do marriage straight and blah blah blah. At some point, I understand people who do marriage straight, but only at the late stages. Only at the late stages of the game. After the good marriage shop opens. Since, come on, brother, look at this thing. Should I'm not going to even put out my Garwood outside for 40% of 5k woods or 5k or 1k 5k prestige or gold or some 5 minute speed up. Okay, I'm going to buy this. But in general, 12k for 50k mana, bruh. At this point, I think most of the players have enough gathering heroes, especially with Tara presented in Cow of Dragons. You can basically go get Tara to farm your mana. She's having like 40% increasing of mana gathering speed and blah blah blah. Especially if you have a farm, it's just how to say it. My point of view, just going over the merit shop at the beginning, even the second merit shop is absolutely no worth to go and do some merit trade. Of course, these legendary medals are very juicy, 60k merits. So people may actually go for this thing, but in my opinion, I just prefer to get my merits from the fights. It is what it is. Every player are different. When I open my merits and I see 2 point close to 7 million merits, I want to know that this is pure fighting and nobody can actually tell me, yo, you do merit straight, because it's, especially for the competitive players, is hurting the ego, you know. I don't want to be in this okay, this is sound like blaming people who is doing merit straight, but in general, I don't prefer to do merit straight. So this is not going to be guide for how to build Ileana Garwood, uh, how to get mana stone before you do merit straight, so you can get merit straight and blah blah blah. Here, I'm going to share how I get my merits on the battlefield. Pure killing experience. And first thing first, for purpose of this video, I'm going to use pay to win as example. Currently, we're fighting against pay to win, and you can see that they're pretty. They basically block us so much. Look at this thing. What is this thing? It's just so much pay to win thing. But yeah, first thing first. Maybe should I go over the legions? Okay, I'm going to go very fast over the legions. For this season, I was thinking to use Tara, but I decided to not use Tara. So my legions is going to be is Lilia Thea, Bertrand Stocher, and Wodir Velen. This is the three legions I run. And since right now we are having one range warfare already, and I enable it, I'm going to use also my Awakened Sindri and Efrygar. Now, especially for one range warfare, I want to say a couple words. I think this is great disadvantage for the marksman players. On one point, people are going to say, but mid range is very hard to be controlled. That's true. Facing against mages with your marksmen that have mid range is not good, but you can use your marksmen to kill the infantry, and this is definitely going to bring some merits in your pocket. On the other side is with this 20%, the marksmen are going to do 20% less counter-attack damage. And this is very important for me as a mage player. Now, if you're one of the people who get hitted always when it's time for war. You know, you go on the battlefield and you don't control your units, and you end up like 15 legions hitting on you. Um, there's not big hope for you, but yeah, this video I hope to also I'm going to share how I play in general. So I think this is a good new. I know main marksmen are going to use the is going to use their marksmen with the wrong range warfare, but if you see the Celestials, they have tier 5 332. The marksmen are having 300 362. This is with reduction from the wonk range warfare. Normally it's way more. So as you can see, there is like 30 damage in general, 29 more from the Celestials. So for mage players who was running Margaret Zeta, is going to be the same. But of course, you can start using heroes like Nico, which spell is having medium range, but right now is going to, I think, having wonk range. I think when with wonk range warfare, I think Nico should be able to hit from the long distance. Of course, I'm going to just test it. I'm not 100% sure, so sorry about that. I'm going to just uh, test it. It's actually Nico should now for the artifacts. I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure, and the way the marksman's, if you're marksman main, you want to use your artifacts. For example, this is from the what was the name of this thing? Oh my god, I forgot. Uh, from the inside ruins at the end, you're going to have this chest. Most likely, most of the people already pick Shadow Blade. I think this is the best pick from this chest, and they have Shadow Blades. Now, for Shadow Blades, the thing I suggest people do is going to be to actually wait for infantry to trigger their artifacts, because the best artifact for marksman is going to be Heart of Kamasi. Now, Heart of Kamasi is going to is booster, you know, for your army in general. It don't require range, but for Shadow Blades, I think they actually have specific range that they can go for. In this test, I'm going to just this is going to be important when you start trying to make some merit, especially with marksmans and with wonk range warfare. I'm just going to show you visual case with okay, I'm going to have Nico, and let's get Kinara. Here I'm going to change to Shadow Blades. I'm going to replace that. And okay, let's move out. Let's move out. Now, I'm going to start with the Gorish, and I'm going to put my Nico here. With wonk range warfare, I'm going to put it the far away he can be. And maybe from here he's going to be able... Okay. He's hitting with the mage range. So, I think Shadow Blade should not actually hit this mob here. It was like this back in the days, but we're going to see. But still, the rage skills are working. So as you can see, it's not going to touch this legion. So the moment, oh my god, this is pretty nice. Is this on auto? So the moment actually this artifact catch somebody in range, is going to trigger. So I'm going to just bring Nico a little more close. And immediate, oh, this is very good. Now back in the, oh my god, this is very good. Back in the days, just the artifact throw like this in nowhere. But I think they actually fix, and when some army actually come close, oh my god, this is great boost for the marksmans. So if you're a marksman main, yeah, most likely you want to use, it's actually not that bad. Yeah, especially with this with the artifacts, actually things are looking very nice, especially when some infantry rush in your direction. The moment is getting in the range of the artifact is going to trigger up. So yeah, with one range warfare, you're going to make more merits. I think most of the people are familiar with that. Even as a mage main, I just go with these talents. I want to get like 1k, 100k more merits from this, since I don't use infantry and cavalry that much. When you infantry cavalry legions army group, they deal counter attack damage. Who care? Who care? Maybe for my Gore's Kogu, but bruh, this is better. And also I'm going to go for this. Most likely I'm going to have only points to go with this thing. Example from the seasonal talent points. I actually going to get only 2. Uh so these 2 points is not going to bring anything valuable here. What is this thing? What is this thing? I mean, how I'm going to supposed to get this talent here? And I cannot actually get any other talent, or maybe I can actually, or just need one of these. Now there's something, blah blah blah. You must spend at least 10 talent points in this branch before you can activate talents in other branch. Okay, so you need to have at least this 10, and you can go for rest of these branches. So I think this is very nice. Most likely I'm going to put something on the gathering. Bro, I need some gathering. But anyway, back to the video. Marksman is going to be good. Again, we spoke about the Celestials and Marksmans. That is not so big difference in the damage. It's 10% more base stats, which is very good advantage, but in general it's not going to be something like was back in the days where people show up like 400k merits report. I don't think this is going to happen again. I personally don't think this is going to happen. But anyway, from point of the fighting, the moment the fight starts, this is my suggestion for you, especially for the merits for merits in general in the fight. Most of the times the alliances are fighting couple days. So if you're in case where your alliance are fighting and there is a big push from your alliance and from the enemy alliance, and for some reason you don't have your troops, I think this is the best place to do a resource healing or just spend your elixirs. Because later, for example, like actually happened to us, if I go here, pay to win actually pushes very hard. This thing happened in like 2 days or maybe 3 days. Later, you're not going to be able to fight. And if you want to get the best value when you fight, is the moment where you should use resources and elixir healing just to ride the wave of your alliance when everybody are there. If you go alone, well, I don't know. I don't think, maybe cavalry can do some good damage in general if you're cavalry main running like 5 legions, but come on, bro. Well, actually, maybe there's going to be some people farming here and there. Yeah, just one dude here. Maybe we can check. And the moment they see you, most likely they're going to start. Okay, one more dude here. They're going to start sending cavalry in your direction. So it's not like in the season 1. In the season 1, people were still needing um was still needing the resources for building, for researches. But the moment you start hitting these timers, like 60-day research or 5-day building, you don't need that much resources, so most likely you're not going to farm in the war zone. And having just 1 2 people like this, there is, maybe this is the only one. Okay, here is just 2 more, but it's very hard to get these merits, and there is a big chance your legion actually to go in the hospital, not the enemy legion. So in case like this, my big advice I can actually give you, and the thing that you should take on or just take off from this video, is put all your effort if you're looking for merits when your alliance are pushing. This is the moment. Don't go with 2 or 3 players just fighting here and there. most of the times it's not going to be in your favor, especially if you're facing against enemy alliance that have more power. In our case, pay to win definitely have more power from ACDC, and they show it on the battlefield. So in case like this, I want to fight with my alliance. I'm willing to spend 20 million mana. I don't care about that. I have like 200 million mana, and I have tons of other stuffs that I can actually use to get some mana. But I'm going to use this opportunity when my alliance are fighting to fight with them. That's all. This is how you make merits. You don't make merits when you come online and you're like, okay, let's fight. And one more dude is, okay, man, let's go. And you get kicked somewhere. You have to ride this wave. This is the biggest advice I can give you in Call of Dragons, especially for the merits. You have to ride your alliance wave. The moment your alliance wave stop, you can be winning, you can be losing, it didn't actually matter. It's going to be extremely hard and time consuming. By time consuming, I mean you just run with your cavalry here and there, and you cannot just go AFK because there is other dudes that is looking over your legion. The moment this wave stop, the merits is going to stop and they're going to become extremely hard to get it. Now in case like this, you can go and do merits farm, but again, as I said, come on, brother, what you gonna merits for 50k woods? I'm going to merit trade for this, or 5k distinct prestige, even though even one creature here level 41 is going to give you 5k. So I think most of the people actually get the idea from the video. Of course, if you have some suggestion or some personal opinion or whatever, or you just want to say hi to your boy Burgas, just write it in the comments below. And of course, like the video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. If you want to support my work, you can become a member of my channel and get access to all membership videos and all the live streams. On top of that, you're going to also get shout out in every video I make till you have your membership. Plus, you'll have 15 minutes Discord call with me answering your question and helping you building your account.